Hi everyone, how are you doing? This week has been such a challenging and hectic week for me, and I'm sure for most of you. But guess what? You did it, you made it. It is Friday. You guys did awesome. I am so proud of you. Now, this week you did your first online class in my subject, Virgin Islands and Caribbean History. And as I said, I am proud of you. Many of you had challenges at first accessing the platform, but eventually you got it and you completed your assignments and you collaborated in an online format. You worked together, although you were physically, you were not in the same place, and that is awesome. That is what authentic learning is all about. And these are skills you will need, skills you would have already developed because of this experience. And later on, when you go to college or when you get a job and you have to work with somebody who is in Japan or Europe, it's gonna be a breeze. It's gonna be seamless because you would have already done it. So kudos to you. Give yourself a round of applause. Tap yourself on the shoulder. You did great. Now this week we learned about sugar and slavery. You learn about the triangular trade route. You learn about the Middle Passage and how horrible it was for our ancestors. They crossed the Atlantic Ocean in ships that were so packed, ships that were deplorable. Many of them died and they didn't even get a proper funeral. They were thrown overboard to be eaten by sharks. It was truly a horrible experience for the slaves. And when they came to the Virgin Islands and other parts of North and South America, the misery didn't end. They were sold like animals and treated worse than animals. But guess what? Our ancestors survived. And if they could survive, you are also going to survive. They went through even worse situations and challenges than we are experiencing today, and they survived. So you're going to survive too. You are going to excel in this time of pandemic and fear and uncertainty. You are going to excel in your classes. You are going to be fine. All right. So, one thing that our textbook missed out on is the reason or the reasons Africans were chosen as slaves. Was it simply because of the color of their skin? Or is there another reason? Are there other reasons? The answer is yes, there are other reasons. And no, the main reason was not because of the color of our skin. In my opinion, the main reason Africans were chosen as slaves is because Africa is in close proximity to Europe and the Caribbean, North and South America. Europe, Europeans simply had to leave from Europe, travel down the west coast of Africa, and then from there they would collect slaves. They would cross the Atlantic Ocean, and this leg of the journey was called the Middle Passage. Then they would be in North and South America. It was as simple as that. Say they wanted slaves from India. This would have been a longer journey. They would have to go down the west coast of Africa, around the Cape of Good Hope, which is the southernmost tip of Africa. Then they would have to cross the Indian Ocean to get to India. Then they would have to return around the Cape of Good Hope again, head north up the Atlantic Ocean, and then head west to arrive in the Caribbean. So that was a much longer journey. So the main reason, in my opinion, is because of geographical reason. That geographical reason is that Africa was in close proximity to Europe and the the New World, which is North and South America, and the Caribbean is included in that. Another reason is because Africans had agricultural skills. So Europeans didn't have to teach them about farming or agriculture. They already had those agricultural skills. Africans also were used to the tropical climate in the Caribbean. They were used to the sun, they were used to the humidity, they were used to tropical diseases. And so they were very suitable for work in the tropical conditions in the Caribbean. And the final reason I am going to give you is because Africans, they were strong. They were physically strong, and so they were able to work those long, hard days on the sugar plantation. Planting sugar was hard work, and they were suitable for it because they were physically strong. So I will be giving you some work in your group space. I want you to engage in discussions. So we're going to start off this discussion process by me posting 4 thoughtful questions. Now, each group member will have to answer 1 thoughtful question. One of the questions I will give you is, since Africans outnumbered whites on the plantation by as much as 5-1, why is it that slavery persisted for so long? Why didn't the Africans unite and overthrow the whites? Why? Now, for these questions, you may not find the answer in the textbook, but you could do your online research. You could talk to your parents to get this information. So again, you'll be getting 4 thoughtful questions, and each group member will answer 1 question. You could answer the question in 1 sentence. You could do a voice note. Whatever format you want to answer the question, that's fine with me. I just want to be able to understand your answer. I will be giving you I will be giving you a quiz and a test. And you know that my quiz is usually vocabulary, so you'll be getting a vocabulary quiz on sugar and slavery. You will be getting only 11 questions, and 1 question is a bonus. You'll also be getting a test, and the test will be multiple choice. It will be fill in the blanks and true and false. So we're going to work on this unit. We should be ending it on Tuesday, and then we'll start something new. Have a wonderful weekend. Continue social distancing. Be kind to your parents, please. Thank you. Bye.